Have you ever felt overwhelmed by modern life? Today I bring you 10 simple yet powerful tools that, if applied, will improve your life from the perspective of Stoicism and spirituality. Let's get straight to the point. Section 1. Walking. First, walking. At first glance, it might seem like an everyday act, but in reality, it's an incredibly powerful tool when used with intention. Throughout history, philosophers and great thinkers, including the Stoics, found walking to be a way to connect the body and mind. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most important emperors in history and a fervent practitioner of Stoicism, often reflected deeply while walking. In that simple action, he found clarity, serenity, and balance. The physical and mental impact of walking. Walking is not just physical exercise. It's an opportunity to clear your mind and organize your thoughts. When you walk, your brain receives a constant flow of oxygen that helps you think more clearly. This rhythmic movement also stimulates the production of endorphins, the happiness hormones, which reduce stress and anxiety. Even if you only have 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll notice how it affects your mental well-being. Next time you feel overwhelmed or confused, try going for a walk. You don't need a set destination, just let the movement guide you. Reflect while walking. Stoic philosophy in action. Stoics greatly valued daily reflection. Instead of sitting and analyzing your thoughts, why not do it while walking? Walking creates a space for you to meditate on your life, challenges, and emotions. You can ponder questions like, what is within my control and what isn't? Or, what can I learn from today's difficulties? These Stoic questions are perfect for reflection during a stroll. You can even use a technique called mindful walking, where you observe your thoughts without judgment and let them flow naturally. Connect with nature on your walk. If possible, walk in a natural setting, a park, a beach, or a forest. The Stoics believed in the healing and teaching power of nature. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, wrote about how nature teaches us important lessons, such as constant change, patience, and resilience. When you walk in nature, you can observe these principles in action. Trees grow slowly, rivers flow constantly, and seasons change without resistance. Nature can be a great teacher, and while walking in it, you may feel more connected to the world and your place in it. Walk with purpose, but without rush. Stoicism also teaches us to live with purpose. While walking, you can practice this principle by walking with intention, but without haste. Notice how the world around you moves at its own pace. Walking slowly and paying attention to details, the sound of leaves under your feet, the fresh air, the birds singing, is a way to practice full presence. In those moments of total awareness, you can find calm and clarity. Problems that once seemed huge can shrink to manageable size when you disconnect from the noise and focus on the present. How to build a walking habit. If you really want to make walking a constant tool to improve your life, it's important to create a habit around it. Here are some practical tips to do so. Set a daily routine. For example, you can walk every morning before starting your day or in the evening to unwind. Dedicating 20-30 minutes a day to walking can become an important ritual that allows you to disconnect and reconnect with yourself. Combine walking with other positive habits. You can listen to an audiobook, a podcast, or simply enjoy the silence. You can even use this time to practice breathing techniques or meditation while walking. Find a companion. While solitude is valuable, walking with someone can also be beneficial. It gives you the opportunity to converse and share reflections, just like the ancient Greek philosophers who debated while walking. Section 2. Read books. The second tool is reading books. For the Stoics, like Seneca, reading was an invaluable source of wisdom. They didn't read just for pleasure or entertainment, but as a way to transform their lives. Today, with all the distractions we face, reading can be one of the most powerful acts of resistance against external noise. And it's not just about how many books you read, but what and how you read. Books as a source of wisdom. The Stoics believed that books could provide guidance for life. Philosophical texts, teachings of great thinkers, and writings from the ancients offer us timeless lessons. Rather than being swept away by the emotions of the moment, reading allows us to pause, reflect, and learn from those who have walked the path before us. Seneca expressed it this way: reading nourishes the spirit, strengthens judgment, and teaches us how to live. When you read a good book, it's like having a conversation with the brightest minds in history, accessing a treasure of knowledge that can shape your life. Conscious reading versus speed reading. In the modern world, we are often pushed to consume information quickly, but the Stoics valued slow, conscious reading. Instead of jumping from one book to another without reflection, it's about truly absorbing what you're reading. A well-understood phrase can have a greater impact than reading hundreds of pages without assimilating their content. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, was not a voracious reader in terms of quantity, but every word he wrote was a deep reflection on life. When you read, do it as if you're seeking answers to your most important questions. Ask yourself, how can I apply this to my life? Or what can I learn from this passage? How to choose the right books. Choosing the right books is crucial. Not all books are equal, and the Stoics understood the importance of reading works that offered real value. Look for books that teach you about life, challenge you to think more deeply, and inspire you to grow. Philosophical works, spiritual texts, and those that focus on self-knowledge and personal development are excellent choices. You can start with Stoic classics like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, Letters to Lucilius by Seneca, or Discourses by Epictetus. These books contain timeless wisdom that, although written centuries ago, remain incredibly relevant to our modern lives. The impact of reading on your daily life. Beyond gaining knowledge, reading has a direct impact on your mental and emotional well-being. Regular reading improves your concentration, strengthens your vocabulary, and helps you structure your thoughts better. On a deeper level, it also fosters empathy. When you read about the lives of others or characters, you put yourself in their shoes, which helps you understand different perspectives. This is something the Stoics greatly valued: the ability to see the world from various viewpoints, and in doing so, practice compassion and tolerance. Creating a reading habit. It's easy to say, we should read more, but creating a sustainable reading habit requires conscious effort. Here are some strategies to help you. Dedicate daily time to reading. Start with just 15-20 minutes a day, perhaps in the morning before starting your day or at night before sleeping. Over time, this small effort can become an integral part of your routine. Always keep a book with you. If you're waiting in line or commuting, use those moments to read. Instead of wasting time scrolling through your phone, you can use it to nourish your mind. Choose books that truly interest you. If you're struggling to finish a book, it might not be the right one for you at the moment. Choose books that inspire you and motivate you to keep reading. Take notes and reflect. Don't read passively. Take notes, highlight important passages, and when you finish a book, take a few minutes to reflect on what you've learned and how you can apply it to your life. Reading as an act of resistance in the digital age. In a world full of digital distractions, dedicating time to read is an act of resistance. We live in an age where attention is constantly fragmented between social media, notifications, and rapid content consumption. But when you choose to read a book, you're choosing to focus your mind on something enriching. You're consciously choosing to cultivate your intellect and spirit. This is precisely what the Stoics advocated. Control over your own time and energy. Reading books is not just a pastime, it's a tool for personal transformation. It allows us to learn from the great masters of the past and apply their wisdom to our modern lives. If you want to improve your life, start by reading books that help you grow, not just intellectually, but spiritually. Remember, it's not about how many books you read, but how you apply them to your life. Section 3. Exercise. Our third tool is exercise. Although Stoics are often associated with mental and emotional control, they also greatly valued caring for the body. For them, the body and mind were deeply connected. Exercise was not just a way to keep the body healthy, but a means to strengthen character, discipline, and self-control. Epictetus said that we should train the body just as we train the mind, with patience and perseverance. Exercise as Stoic discipline. Physical exercise is a practice that demands discipline, something the Stoics considered fundamental in life. For Marcus Aurelius, one of the key principles of Stoicism was self-discipline, as it helps us control our impulses and remain steadfast in the face of adversity. Exercise is an excellent way to practice this self-discipline in your daily life. It's not about becoming a high-performance athlete, but about making a commitment to yourself, keeping it, and strengthening yourself both physically and mentally in the process. Strengthening the mind through the body. When you face a physical challenge, whether running, lifting weights, or practicing yoga, you inevitably reach a point where your mind tells you to stop. It's at that moment that your mental strength is tested. Learning to continue despite fatigue or discomfort is a way to train your resilience. This principle is very Stoic, facing difficulties with calm and perseverance. Every time you overcome a physical obstacle, you are training your mind to handle the adversities of daily life. Epictetus said, "No man is free if he cannot control himself." Exercise allows you to practice this self-mastery in a tangible way. Exercise and spiritual connection. Caring for the body is also a spiritual act. In many spiritual traditions, the body is seen as a temple, a vessel for the soul. Keeping it strong and healthy is a way to honor that connection between the physical and the spiritual. When you exercise, you're not just taking care of your appearance or health. You're also cultivating a deeper connection with your inner self. Through mindful exercise like yoga or Tai Chi, you can learn to listen to your body, understand its limits, and work in harmony with it, rather than seeing it as something separate from your mind. The importance of a consistent routine. The Stoics were also firm believers in consistency. Seneca teaches us that excellence is not an act, but a habit. To achieve the benefits of exercise, it's not necessary to train intensively every day, but it's important to do it consistently. By establishing a regular exercise routine, You are building a habit that not only improves your physical health, but also your self-control and your ability to face challenges in other areas of your life. Start with small, achievable goals, like exercising 3 or 4 times a week, and watch how your discipline strengthens over time. Exercise as a stress release. We live in a world full of constant stress and tension, and exercise is one of the best tools for releasing that buildup of negative energy. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins that help you feel better emotionally. The Stoics understood the importance of releasing stress in a healthy way. Instead of letting emotions build up and explode at inappropriate times, exercise allows you to channel them positively and constructively. After a workout, you may feel calmer, more focused, and better equipped to face the challenges of everyday life. Developing a continuous improvement mindset. Exercise also fosters a mindset of continuous improvement, aligned with Stoic principles. Every time you strive to lift a little more weight, run a little farther, or hold a pose a little longer, you are practicing the idea of progressive growth. The Stoics didn't believe in immediate perfection, but in the constant effort to improve. This approach is reflected in exercise. It's not about competing with others, but about enhancing your own ability, little by little, day by day. Types of exercise, according to Stoic and spiritual principles. If you're wondering what type of exercise to do, choose something that resonates with both your mind and body. Some forms of exercise can be more introspective and spiritual, like yoga, moving meditation, or Tai Chi. These practices not only work the body, but also train the mind through concentration and breathing. More vigorous types of exercise, like weightlifting or running, can help you develop physical and mental strength, challenging your limits and surpassing them. Whatever type of exercise you choose, make sure to do it with intention and purpose, not just to check a box. In summary, exercise is not just about physical health. For the Stoics, it was a tool to strengthen character, cultivate discipline, and train the mind. When you exercise your body, you are also exercising your mind and spirit. Remember, it's not about how much you do, but about doing it with consistency and intention. So start today. Take a small step and watch as your physical and mental strength grow hand in hand. Section 4. Keep a journal. Our fourth tool is keeping a journal. This simple practice can profoundly impact your life. The Stoics viewed journaling as a fundamental way of self-knowledge and daily reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his book Meditations, was not writing for others, but for himself. It was his personal journal where he reflected on his thoughts, mistakes, and decisions. Today, you too can use this tool to improve your life and achieve greater mental and emotional clarity. The journal as a tool for self-knowledge. Keeping a journal is one of the best ways to know yourself. We face thousands of thoughts daily, many of which get lost in the chaos of everyday life. By writing in a journal, you take those diffuse thoughts and transform them into something concrete. It allows you to observe your emotions and thoughts from a more objective perspective. As Seneca said, examine what you think, what you feel, and what you do. By journaling, you can do exactly that. Observe your patterns, identify your reactions, and understand your deeper motivations. Daily reflection as a Stoic habit. For the Stoics, Daily reflection was a key component of their philosophy. Marcus Aurelius would write about the events of his day and how he had responded to them each night. He would ask himself, "Did I do my best today? What could I have done better? What is within my control and what is not?" These questions are essential for anyone who wants to live according to Stoic principles. Writing in your journal allows you to pause and reflect on how you're living your life. Are you reacting calmly to challenges? Are you practicing gratitude and patience? These reflections help you adjust your course and improve daily. The importance of externalizing thoughts. When we keep everything in our heads, it's easy for our thoughts to mix and become overwhelming. The act of writing has a liberating power. Externalizing your thoughts, whether positive or negative, allows you to see them from another perspective. What seemed enormous in your mind can shrink to its true size when you put it on paper. The Stoics practiced this technique to deal with their emotions. By writing down what they felt, they could distance themselves from those emotions and analyze them more clearly. This doesn't mean ignoring or repressing what you feel, but facing it consciously and serenely. The practice of gratitude. One habit you can integrate into your journal is gratitude, something the Stoics also valued. Seneca spoke about how gratitude connects us with what we truly have, rather than focusing on what we lack. Each day you can spend a few minutes writing down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple act shifts your mental focus to the positive, helping you see the abundance in your life, even during tough times. By practicing gratitude, you train yourself to appreciate what you have instead of worrying about what you don't have. A fundamental principle of Stoicism. Recording your challenges and learnings. Another valuable practice is noting the challenges you face each day and what you learn from them. The Stoics believed that difficulties were opportunities for growth, and that every obstacle is a lesson in itself. When you write about your challenges, it's not to complain but to learn. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I handle it better next time? This is a way to apply the Stoic concept that everything falls into 2 categories: what is within your control and what is not. By analyzing your challenges this way, you train your mind to accept what you cannot change and focus your energy on what you can. The journal as a mirror of your personal evolution. One of the wonders of keeping a journal is that over time you can look back and see how you've changed. The Stoics teach us that life is a constant process of improvement. Reviewing your past writings allows you to see how you've evolved, the lessons you've learned, and the patterns you've overcome. This not only gives you a sense of achievement, but also shows you that change is possible and that each day brings you closer to the person you want to be. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "We must live as if we have already reached our potential, but at the same time, always strive to improve it." This balance between acceptance and continuous improvement is something you can cultivate through writing. How to start. Keeping a journal. If you've never kept a journal before, starting might seem difficult, but it's much simpler than it seems. You don't need to write long entries every day. Just a few minutes can make a big difference. Here are some practical tips. Dedicate a few minutes at the end of the day. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each night reflecting on your day. It's not about writing everything that happened, but focusing on how you felt, what you can improve, and what you learned. Ask powerful questions like, What did I do well today? What could I have done better? How can I apply Stoic principles tomorrow? Will help you reflect more deeply. Be honest with yourself. The journal is a space just for you, where you can be completely honest. You don't have to impress anyone, just yourself. This is a safe place where you can explore your most intimate emotions and thoughts without judgment. Keeping a journal is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate self-knowledge and reflection. The Stoics knew this and practiced it frequently. By writing, you take control of your thoughts, face your emotions more consciously, and find lessons in life's challenges. You don't need to spend hours on it, but a few minutes a day can transform the way you think and live. Section 5. Take care of your nutrition. The fifth tool is taking care of your nutrition. For the Stoics, the body was a necessary vehicle to fulfill their purpose, and therefore it had to be well cared for. Nutrition, like exercise and rest, is an integral part of maintaining that balance. What we consume affects not only our body but also our mind and our ability to live according to Stoic principles, such as temperance and self-control. Nutrition and Stoic temperance. One of the pillars of Stoicism is temperance, which is control over desires and indulgences. When it comes to nutrition, this principle is key. Eating in moderation, consciously, and avoiding excesses is a practice that the Stoics applied in their daily lives. It's not just about what you eat, but also how you eat. Seneca, for example, advocated for simple eating, noting that excessive indulgence in the pleasures of food can weaken both the body and the spirit. Eating with moderation is not about deprivation, but rather a way to train the mind not to depend on immediate pleasures. Mindful eating and self-control. Eating mindfully is important not only for physical health, but also as a practice of self-control, something the Stoics deeply valued. Instead of eating impulsively or emotionally, the Stoics advise being mindful of your choices. Ask yourself before eating, am I eating because I am truly hungry or because I am bored or anxious? When you realize you can control these impulses, you develop a healthier relationship with food. The Stoics remind us that pleasure should not be the ultimate goal of our actions, including how we eat. Nourishing the body to strengthen the mind. The body and mind are intrinsically connected. A balanced and nutritious diet not only keeps the body healthy but also improves mental clarity, focus, and emotional state. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, spoke of the importance of taking care of the body as an instrument needed to fulfill our roles in life. If we eat poorly, our minds also suffer. Processed foods and meals high in sugars and saturated fats can negatively affect our mental state, making us feel lethargic or anxious. On the other hand, a diet rich in natural foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, can boost your energy and mental clarity, allowing you to live in accordance with Stoic principles, with better focus and emotional balance. The spiritual connection with nutrition. From a spiritual perspective, what we consume is not just food for the body, but also for the soul. Many spiritual traditions consider food a source of sacred energy. How we approach our nutrition reflects our connection with the world and ourselves. Eating consciously, being grateful for the food we consume, helps us cultivate a deeper relationship with nature and be more aware of the interdependence of life. The Stoics also recognized this connection. Everything in nature is interconnected, And by respecting what you eat, you respect that natural harmony. Avoiding extremes. Moderation as the key. The Stoics advocated avoiding extremes in all aspects of life, and this also applies to nutrition. It's not about following restrictive diets or constantly indulging. Balance is the key. Excessive consumption of unhealthy foods is harmful, but so is obsessing over healthy eating or extreme diets. As Seneca advised, we should seek moderation in everything. Learn to listen to your body. Eat when you are hungry, but don't overdo it. Choose foods that nourish your body and keep you strong without falling into the obsession with perfection. The effects of poor nutrition on the mind and spirit. Poor nutrition affects not only the body, but also the mind and spirit. The Stoics were aware of how excess in food could affect the ability to think clearly and act wisely. Seneca spoke of how excessive pleasures, including those of food, distract us from what truly matters, living with virtue and purpose. Overeating or consuming non-nutritious foods can make us feel heavy, lazy, and less capable of facing life's challenges with determination and energy. In contrast, when you take care of what you consume, you not only feel better physically, but also strengthen your ability to act in alignment with your values. Practical tips for Stoic nutrition. Here are some practical recommendations based on Stoic and spiritual principles to improve your nutrition and take better care of yourself. Eat mindfully. Take time with your meals. Savor each bite. And avoid eating while distracted, like watching TV or scrolling on your phone. Mindful eating connects you more with your body and helps prevent excess. Avoid processed foods. Opt for fresh and natural foods that properly nourish your body. Highly processed foods can negatively impact both your body and mental state. Maintain a balanced diet. Don't overindulge in excessively pleasurable foods, but don't deprive yourself completely either. Seek balance and moderation in every meal. Practice gratitude. Before each meal, take a moment to give thanks for the food you're about to consume. This simple practice can transform your relationship with food and help you become more aware of what you're consuming. In summary, taking care of your nutrition is not just a matter of physical health. The Stoics knew well that what we consume affects our mind, emotions, and our ability to live according to our principles. Eating with moderation, mindfully, and with gratitude is a way to practice self-control, temperance, and honor your body as the vehicle that allows you to fulfill your purpose in life. Section 6. Use airplane mode. In the digital age we live in, we are constantly bombarded by notifications, emails, and messages. This constant connection can lead to information overload and increase our stress levels. This is where airplane mode comes in as an essential tool to find peace and focus. Benefits of airplane mode. Reduction of stress and anxiety. Turning off notifications helps reduce stress and anxiety caused by the constant pressure to always be available and respond immediately. By using airplane mode, you can give yourself a break from the digital frenzy and focus on your current activities without distractions. Improved productivity. Without the interruptions of messages and notifications, you can concentrate better on your tasks. This is especially useful when working on important projects, studying, or simply needing time to be productive. Prolonged focus without distractions enhances the quality of your work and helps you be more efficient. Promotes mindfulness. Using airplane mode can help you practice mindfulness. By reducing external distractions, it allows you to be more present in the moment and fully enjoy your activities, whether it's a conversation with a loved one or an experience in nature. Quality time for yourself. Spending time disconnected from social media and technology gives you the opportunity to reflect and recharge. Solitude and distraction. Free time are essential for self-care and personal growth. You can use this time to meditate, read, or simply rest. How to implement the use of airplane mode. Set schedules. Define specific times during the day to activate airplane mode. For example, you can do this during meals, while working on important tasks, or before bedtime. This helps you create healthy habits and set clear boundaries for your use of technology. Communicate your intentions. If you're in a situation where people expect a quick response from you, let your contacts know that you will be using airplane mode at certain times of the day. This way, expectations will be clear. Create technology-free spaces. Designate areas in your home or daily life where electronic devices are not allowed. This can include mealtime, the bedroom, or during relaxation activities. This fosters greater disconnection and allows you to enjoy those moments more fully. Use the time for productive activities. Use the time in airplane mode to do things you normally put off, such as organizing your space, exercising, or simply enjoying hobbies. This helps you maximize the value of the time you're disconnected. Using airplane mode is a simple yet effective strategy to reduce stress, improve productivity, and promote greater mindfulness. By integrating this tool into your daily routine, you can find a healthier balance between technology and personal well-being. Try activating it and experience the benefits it can bring to your life. Conclusion. In summary, incorporating these tools into your daily life can make a big difference in your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Walking connects you with nature and provides moments of reflection, allowing you to clear your mind and find clarity. Reading books enriches your mind, opens you to new perspectives, and provides valuable knowledge. Exercising strengthens your body, releases endorphins, and improves your mood, helping you stay active and healthy. Keeping a journal helps you process your thoughts and emotions, promoting self-reflection and personal growth. Finally, taking care of your nutrition ensures that your body receives the necessary nutrients to function optimally, positively impacting your energy and overall well-being. Remember, the path to a full and balanced life is an ongoing journey. By adopting these habits, you not only improve your quality of life, but also align yourself with the principles of Stoicism and spirituality, finding peace and purpose in each day. These small changes can have a big impact, helping you live more consciously and meaningfully. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.